Good morning, Romulus Community Schools. This is Dr. Edmondson, the superintendent, today with a really interesting guest, and that would be none other than Jarell Farley. Most of us know him as Mr. Romulus. So welcome, Mr. Romulus. Today's Tuesday, September 23rd. Is it the 23rd? I think it's the 23rd. Okay. You know, I count on the young people to be able to help me, so thank you. I really appreciate that. So welcome. This is a podcast. This is my second one. Apparently, I've changed the name to Hanging with what is it? I don't even know. Hanging with Mr. Super or something like that. Yeah, you know, when I was younger, it was Hanging with Mr. Cooper. There was a TV show, a sitcom, Hanging with Mr. Cooper. Mark Curry, the actor, and it was comedy. So you know, it's kind of like this. This is free flowing. I need you to relax. Just be you, dude that I love dearly. So happy to have you here. So, what's up?
Too much school. Ready to get this last year over with. Even though we got a long way to go, we're doing a lot of good things at the high school. So I'm not ready to leave, but I'm ready to leave. I don't know.
Well, that's great to hear. First of all, pull the mic up to you. So, all right, Jarell, I call you Mr. Romulus all the time, but tell us a little bit about yourself because you're still an unknown because you're somewhat quiet. You're one of those quiet brothers, man. They just go around. You're about business. You get stuff done. But you're somewhat quiet about it, somewhat. So tell me a little bit about who are you?
All right, so one thing about me, I like cars and stuff. Like I'm a real car dude. I like being by the water. I'm not gonna say I like fishing.
Can you swim?
I can swim. Oh yeah, okay. I can swim. I love the water.
Okay.
So when it comes to swimming, I love to swim. What else can I say about me? Like you said, I'm quiet, but I'm not quiet. Like I don't know how to say it. Like I'm quiet sometimes, but then sometimes I'm not quiet. So,
well, the way that I would see it, how I would describe you is, you're passionate, and the things that are important to you, you're not quiet. I find you to be a very engaging student. So one of the things that I say around here is there's a difference between visibility and presence. There are times when you're visible, and that's when you're quiet. But there are other times where you're engaged and you have presence. Presence is about being engaged with people. Being able to talk, being able to speak, being able to listen, and I see you as that person. But things in which you're passionate, you're not quiet. You're not the unknown. I've seen you grab that microphone with great ease and comfort on areas that are important to you, while other times I see you just behind the scenes doing the work, just like a regular dude behind the scenes. So that's how I kind of see it. I think that you're an outstanding leader, but I'll talk about that. I'll talk about that a little bit. So let's get back to this. Let's get started. Mr. Romulus, where did that name come from as far as you know? But I think you would agree that everybody knows you as Mr. Romulus.
Everybody knows me.
Okay, right.
I think it came from your son. I think it came from your son. After I was working an internship during I think it was summer of 2024, and incident occurred, and I wasn't rocking with it, so I had to say something. And then I feel like the next day or the day before that, I don't know where the name originated from. I just know that it became a thing. But I know it had something to do with that. You probably know better than me. I don't really know.
Well, I mean, yes. I remember, I don't even know what the incident was, but then after working with you some time, I remember my son said, that guy Jarell, he loves Romulus, Dad. He loves himself some Romulus. And that was neat because you don't see a lot of kids that do that. I mean, and nowadays kids go to school, they go home, just not connected to their school. But he was like, man, you can't say anything about this. My son, you can't say anything about Romulus without him having to say something because he's that guy. So then he's like Mr. Romulus. It stuck. That was instant. And then I came to school and I just started calling you Mr. Romulus all the time. And I mean, I'm so proud of you because in my time here and in my time in knowing you, you have been that guy. You've been that student that I could really have a serious conversation about, like, what's going on in the school, what's going on with leadership, what's going on with the teachers. And I feel like, in a lot of respects, I feel that you're very mature, but I don't put you at mature at like being 25 or anything. But for your age and your stage in life, very mature. You're very insightful. You see what's going on, and I've come to be able to trust that in you. That I can ask you an honest question, and you'll give me an honest answer. And maybe it's because of our relationship. Maybe that's just who you are. But I really appreciate that. So I wanted to ask you this. You seem to take pride in the designation of Mr. Romulus. What does that mean to you?
So
What does that term mean?
Mr. Romulus. I believe. Okay, let's be honest. I'm not a title person. I'm not a title person. I just like my name Jarell. But when you think of Mr. Romulus, I feel like that's somebody who cares for their community, someone who shows compassion. Compassion, and not really. Because me personally, I don't care what nobody think about me. You know, sometimes people can look at that title like a Romulus. Like, who wants to be called that? But me, I don't look at it that way. This is school. This is community that I go to. Like, this is my high school year, so it's like I got to get comfortable instead of trying to act like I don't like the school district. So being Mr. Romulus, it's like you care for your school district, no matter what other people got to say, and when something is wrong, you go speak up about it. So that's when I hear Mr. Romulus. That's what I think about.
So I'm going to back this up. Maybe a year and a half ago, maybe 2. I don't know. I remember this video showing up on my phone. I didn't even know. I don't think I even knew you then. I don't think so. You were not Mr. Romulus then. I remember we had Mr. White, who's a dear friend of mine, and I love both of you two. That's what cracks me up. And you had you must have come in late, and he approached you face to face, and then you were face to face. I mean, it was combustible. It was like it could explode on that. But do you remember that? I mean, tell me how you see that.
All right, so first of all, me and Mr. White, that's my guy. I love Mr. White. But I think he had a different approach when it came to discipline. And I don't think I wasn't rocking with it. So we just had a disagreement. That's just what it was. Whoever, I don't know who recorded, but they recorded it viral on Facebook. I came to school the next day. They're like, "Oh, Jarell, you were viral on Facebook." I said, "Huh?" I didn't even know what they were talking about. So I went on Facebook. I'm like, "Oh, okay." So I think I emailed you. I think I emailed you the next day, and you said we can sit down and have a talk in the media center. That's when you, and Mr. White and myself, we sat down and we talked and we hashed the whole situation over. It wasn't really a big deal. We all laughed about it, but that's my first time actually meeting you because I didn't know you. I heard of you, but I didn't really know who you were.
Man, I totally forgot about that part, that we did have that meeting, because I was highly impressed with you. I was like, man, this guy is, and in my role, I'll tell you this. Listen, I love all the kids. I do. Good, bad, indifferent. It doesn't matter. I mean, I'm in the kid business, but sometimes there's students that you just latch on to because your personalities or you see something in them, and that's kind of like why people go into teaching, because they want to make a difference and things like that. And you're just one of those guys that I would tell you honestly, like, I'm going to carry you with me until I die, because you just been that important to me. I kind of align my career here at Romulus kind of with you. Like, just when you think about your time, or when I think about my time and significant students while I was there, those that would be honest and speak to me about things that they like or things that I'm doing well, give me a couple compliments, things like that. I think you're one of those students, and there's not a lot. I mean, I know a lot of students, but their impact on me is minimal. But you've had this great impact on me just as a, and when you keep saying, I wasn't rocking with that. Well, I'm rocking with you. You're one of those guys that I want to be there the rest of your life to help you when you have questions or you're looking for somebody to bounce something off. I'd love to be that guy. I can't make you, but I certainly would love to be that guy, because that's my level of respect and regard for you. And I just need you to know that.
Thank you.
So let me ask, I thought this was, didn't you leave Romulus before, or did you, something happened and then you came back? So tell me about that.
I left.
However you'd like to describe it.
I left in 8th grade, just for a short time. That's because I moved. Then we moved back to Romulus, and I've been here ever since. Now, it might get bad at me when I say this. I was thinking about going to Belleville. I was thinking, but I was like,
that's fair. That's fair.
No,
that's fair.
I'm comfortable here. Then once you go to a new school, you got to meet new people, which I'm okay with that. But I'm comfortable here. So my parents decided we just go stay in Romulus.
Well, thank you to your parents. And, you couldn't be in Belleville and be Mr. Romulus. I don't see how that would work. That would crush me. That would crush me. But, wherever you go, I'm going to tell you, you're going to be an asset. I don't want you to get a big head about that. And it's all right to have confidence. People want to knock you down when you have confidence. Like, I'm glad to see a young black brother with confidence and pride that he's going somewhere. You're not a stereotype. You're not, dumbing down to the level of expectations that may be there for you, low for the most part. You're not that guy. So Listen, when you have good esteem, I need you to know from as an African American male who's older that when you have good esteem, people still try to knock you down, man. They just trying to knock you off your square for no reason. Yeah. So listen, it's going to happen a few times, and there's lessons that can be learned, but keep believing in yourself, keep having the right people around yourself, and you'll do fine. Something I don't know about you though. Do you have any siblings? I don't. I don't know much about you. I've never met your parents. I wanted to meet your parents and tell them this guy is special.
I have eight.
Wait, I know they all don't go here. I already know they don't go here.
Hold on. I gotta count. I'm sorry, I gotta count on my hands. 6. Okay, 6. 2.
Maybe 2 on the way. I don't know.
2 are bio, and the other one are step. But I don't do titles. I don't do step or anything like that. So 1 is actually we're in the same grade. We're in the same grade.
Here?
Yeah, here in Romulus.
Here?
Yeah, you've seen him before. He kind of quiet.
Is his last name the same?
No, it's White.
Oh, okay.
Last name is White.
Okay.
So he's in the district, and then I got 2 sisters. One is in Southfield, the other one's in Detroit. Then my 2 other ones, they go to Summit.
Okay.
So yeah.
Listen, school was
I left one.
Oh man,
I have an older sister.
This is bad.
I have an older sister in college. That's it. We done. We done. Yeah, so we done.
But listen, and I know because of my title, you're like, well, one goes to Summit. And listen, wherever you think is important for you to go, and if it's not Romulus, I'm totally okay with that. I would make the decision for my kids. Where not necessarily where you want to go, but where you're going to put the work into it, and you can be successful wherever you go. So yeah, people in this community and other, why you go to Romulus? Why? Romulus is successful. It's whatever you want it to be. It's whatever you choose to make it. So people run to another district. If they're going to do the same stuff that they're doing before, then they're probably going to get the same result no matter what. So I just appreciate you. And no matter what, don't feel badly if somebody goes somewhere else. That was their choice. And I understand that as a parent. And one day you'll be a parent. You're not now, right? All right. I just want to make sure. But one day, you'll have to make some tough decisions if that's the case. So over the summer, you attended the inaugural Leadership Summit as you were identified as being a leader. I knew I threw your name out there without a doubt. What did you get out of that summit? Did you get anything out of it? Or what are you hoping to get out of it?
So out of all the speakers, they were great. But the one that stood out was Coach McCarthy and Mr. Mike Ellis. Them are the 2 speakers who spoke. Those are the 2 people who stood out to me. But I enjoy seeing how there's a lot of people in the school who think like me. Some of the people that got up and talked, I didn't know that they thought like that. I never really heard from them when it came to leadership in the school. Like it was always like you probably like submit a Google form, put your name on there, and you don't hear from them no more. So to hear that it's a whole community in the school who is really involved in the school community, I love to see that. I really did. That's why I was there. I was just quiet the whole time. I'm like,
you were
I
quiet.
like this.
I
like this.
Well, what do you get out of it? Because iron sharpens iron. Do you understand that statement? Iron sharpens iron. Okay, iron is so a knife. The only thing that sharpens a knife is, I don't want to say another knife is, but the same piece of metal, which is iron. So you get a knife, you got the block out, and you're sharpening your knife. It makes it sharper. So iron sharpens iron is about being around people that make you better. They're going to sharpen your mind because they're in class doing well too. So when somebody's doing well, what does it do to you? And when your friend is doing well, what does it do to you?
And I feel like it makes me proud. It makes me proud.
And more, it's going to make you do what for yourself?
To continue to grow and continue to keep going.
And there's iron sharpens iron. You hang around the wrong people or a bunch of duds, you don't get sharpened by that. They're a bunch of duds. But you get sharpened by being around other people who are inspiring you and showing you that what hard work does. So then you want to do it. So if you have 2 people that conversely, or the opposite, doing the opposite, where I'm not ambitious, neither are you. You don't sharpen me. You don't give me any reason to be ambitious because you're not. So you want to be around people like the Summit, where you get to see other students in the school because you didn't know that. Then you see all these kids that were invited to, and they're participating. You're like, so when you see them in the class now, you're like, yo, man, let's knock this out. So that's iron sharpens iron. I'm going to get some shirts in the high school that say iron sharpens iron. And I want kids to wear it because you are your brother's keeper. So you got to make sure that the next guy is doing well. When he's not doing, you got to pull him and say, yo, man, come on, man, you can do better than that. So that's kind of what we did with the summit. Wanted to get kids together who we know that we believe in, have some kind of leadership capability, and just keep them around each other. So again, I thank you for that. What are your dreams for yourself? And then, what are your dreams for your classmates? As Mr. Romulus, what are your dreams for yourself first?
Okay.
And then what are your dreams for your classmates?
So when we talk about dreams, I feel like I had my career path all worked out, but now I changed. Like I wanted to get a bachelor's degree in psychology, which I still want to do. But I don't. I think I want to help people. Like I'm the person. Like I don't really care about titles and stuff. Like I don't care to be rewarded and things like that. Like I just want to help people. Like that's just me. I'm not the person who goes on the internet and flosses money and stuff like that. That's not me. I'm just really a laid back person. But my goal and my dream would be I want to start a nonprofit that helps the lower class people. That's my dream, right? Like I want to help the lower class people because there's so many people who struggling, and yeah, you have government assistance and stuff like that, but that only goes so far. And I don't know. I just want to help people, and that's just my goal. No matter what perspective, in the school, whether I'm a bus driver, I just want to help people because I feel like you can help people no matter where you are in life. So I just want to help people, but I don't know where that's at. But that's like the goal to help people. So.
So you never thought about teacher or
Nah,
principal or counselor or social worker or
nah.
any of those?
No, I did. I used to think about a social worker principal, but I don't know. I don't know because I feel like in the school community you can help a lot, which I do want to, in some capacity, help a school district, like a community leader or partner or something like that. But I'm not sure if I want to work in the school, and that's just that. I'm not
What
sure.
about mayor? You
Mayor,
have access to our mayor here too with
mayor.
politics.
See, I don't want to do any of that. I'm. I'm not saying I'm in a politics. I like to know about politics. I don't really care about like the world is crazy right now. Like it's crazy right now. I don't know. I just want to be that guy that just helps people, whether it's a title behind my name or not, mayor, principal, whatever. Just in a position where I can help people, so I can. I don't know. I don't really know. I don't really care for stuff like that. So I can be just a normal dude who helps people and just goes about his day.
So I'm going to pivot a little. I know I talked about classmates,
Uh,
but you just said something to me. You said the world is crazy. When I was your age, I don't think any of us would have said that. We wouldn't even say that. That wouldn't even be something that was any part of our conversation. But you said, as a young guy, that kind of scares me to hear that you say that the world is crazy. Where does that come from?
the internet. You got politicians and everybody arguing when we want to help each other, but people who have positions like that, they say they're trying to help you, but if you really look deep into it, they're not trying to help you. There's only a certain amount of people in politics that are really trying to help the community. You got people who sit in all these city council chairs, they don't even do anything. They just have the title, have the name, go out in public. Oh, they don't even go out in public. Just as somebody asks them, oh, I'm on this and that, but you don't really see them in the community. And I feel like people with titles like that, I want to see them in the community, like the mayor, yourself, the new principal, Dr. Harvell. They're out. You can see them. Like you can call Dr. Harvell, you can email him. The mayor, you can email him. He shows up to most of the football games. Like you said, presidents. Like you can see them around. I just feel like people that's in power now, they're just there to make laws and rules, which they don't even want to follow themselves. So it's like, I don't know. I'm just not real. I'm not into people who are supposed to be helping people but choose not to. And then when people look into it, it's like you're really not doing anything.
So when you say the world is crazy, what about, I mean, you're talking about politicians and stuff, but what about people like you, me, that the regular people that may not, well, I'll take myself out of it because you said I have a title. So what about the regular people get to vote? I mean, you get to vote. There's other things. So the internet makes people crazy. It's just the politicians. What about accountability for the regular person who's not doing anything to make the world better? Since you said it's crazy, I'm not disputing that it's crazy.
No,
I'm
it's
just
okay.
saying.
It's okay. With that, I feel like it's just certain type of people in the world. There's people who want to help people, and there's people who don't. And even if you try to make someone do good, they won't. So you just have to let them do them. I feel like you can't really change a person. Like if somebody wants to do good, they're going to do good. No matter what they believe in, what their religion is, they're going to do good. But we as a society, we can do better. But there's only a certain amount of people that can do that. So the question, I don't know how to answer the question. That's all I got. That's all I got when it comes to that.
Well, I appreciate it. What are your dreams for your classmates?
You want to talk about my class like 2026 or like in general?
Whatever, however you'd like to answer that.
Or I'm just saying in general.
Okay.
I hope that everybody succeeds. And even if that doesn't mean going to college, it's ways to make money. Like money is out here. No, money is out here. You don't have to have a degree behind your name to be successful. And I feel like a lot of people feel like that you have to go to college to be successful, which you don't, because college is a lot of money, and if you don't have a scholarship, that's a lot of money coming out whoever your guardian's pocket. So it's like, don't be afraid to actually chase your dreams, because the world, everybody has their own opinion. You know, there's gonna be people who like you, and there's gonna be people who not really a fan of you, and that's just that. And I feel like in high school or in school in general, people are afraid to be themselves. Like it's something that's holding them back. Well, their peers are holding them back. Some of the peers are holding them back because they don't see the dream or they don't see the vision. But you only got one life. Like you really have to live your life, especially in my generation. My generation is crazy, so it's like live your life. I don't let anybody judge me. Like I don't really care. So for the class of 2026, I just hope you all go out and live your life. Go chase your dreams. Even though you might not even, I might not even talk to half of you when we all graduate. Chase your dreams because life is like really short. So don't stop. Like start right now. Like even if you're ninth grade, start right now. Like it's a ninth graders out here who's very successful just at 14 and 15. So just chase your dream and don't let others hold you back from.
So I'm gonna take something you said. You said life is short.
Uh-huh.
I believe life is short for people who have options, but I feel that people that don't have options in their life is long. Mm-hmm. Every day is a struggle. If you don't know where you're going to get food, where you're going to have money, where you're going to be able to sleep at night, like these things are, the day is long if you don't, life is long if you don't have options. But when you have options and, you know, I don't want to say a career because it's not all about a career. It's just like options. Like for me, I'm thinking about, man, I don't have enough time to do this, and this, all the things that I can do. Time is my problem, that it's running out. When am I going to get the opportunity? So I'm just going to say that to you so that you think about that, because we all say life is short, but it's not short for everybody. The person that's might be on the street corner with a sign, man, life is long for them. They're just struggling trying to make it. That's just my opinion. So I'm not going to go, not going anywhere with that. But you also said you want everybody to be successful. Can you be successful without putting in the work? No. That's a question. I didn't say it.
I know, but no, you can't. I don't believe.
So what do you see? Do you see everybody when you go to school, the class of 2026? Do you look at all your peers and say, man, they're killing it, man, he's gonna be successful? Or do you look at some and say, man, I wonder what that cat's gonna do? He hasn't been doing anything since I've known him. I don't know. I was just thinking about that when you said you want everybody to be successful. Does success elude those who don't do the work?
No,
don't put the time in. I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like when it comes to high school, some people school is just not for everyone, and that's just that. School is not for everyone. Everyone cannot do school, and I know some educators gonna have an opinion about that, but it's the truth. School is just not for everyone. So yes, I do see people in my class who I believe could do better. But I can't judge nobody. You can do what you want to do. If you don't want to put in the work and get your diploma, that's you. Like I can't stress on somebody who doesn't want to put in effort themselves. So that's all I got. That's all I got.
Hey man, it's hard solving the world's problems. It's really hard in a leadership position. So this month, 2 students will be selected as Miss and Mr. Romulus. You will be one of 5 people. I think there's about 5 of us at the most. Me, Dr. Harvell, the mayor.
Miss Miller.
Miss who?
Miss Miller.
Miss Miller.
Dean Miller.
Oh, Miss Miller. I don't know if she's in there. I don't know if her name is in there. But we'll just say 5 for now. So you'll be one of the 5 making the decisions as to who succeeds you. What qualities are you looking for in your successor? You get to make, you're one of the 5 that's making these. I'm so excited about what this can be. What are you looking for? Knowing that you carried the mantle, you were the first. You are the only one because you were the first. So
I'm looking for someone who truly believes in making this community better, and not even this community, but the world. I know that's crazy, but the world. Someone who really puts in the work and doesn't. I'm a big person of not caring what nobody says about you. That's what I really was looking for. Like, hey, can this person go handle this? Because I feel like when you certain situations, there are challenges. Like, can you overcome that challenges? Like, go over the wall and stuff like that. So that's like the main thing I'm looking for. Is just someone who's passionate. You don't have to be the nicest person in the world because everybody's just not the nicest person in the world. I'm not saying be mean, but as long as you have passion to help people and make a community better, that's all I'm looking for. To be honest with you, nothing special, but That's it.
Is there somebody there? Not that you have anybody in mind. I would hope not. Or maybe you
It's
do.
a few people who pops in my head.
Okay.
It's a few people.
They're doing it.
Different personality to me, but it's a few people.
I think some kids might think those are big shoes to follow because you're out there. Everybody knows who you are, and I know I hope that I put that out there so the next person's like, man, can I do what he did? How are they gonna do it differently than you?
How they go do
And
it
I owe you.
than the
I owe you
original.
because I didn't give you anything that these folks are getting. So I'll give you a prom ticket. I mean, they got a prom ticket. They're getting prom tickets, homecoming tickets. I'm giving them free swag. I didn't give you all that because it was just a name, and then I put time and effort into thinking about what I would want it to be. So I want to make sure that you get that too. We're working on a big wall in the school, and I told the people that put it together, I need something of you on there because you're the original. So it might be your picture in the background or something. We got some really good ideas for this. So you said you have a few people in mind. Like they might think there's some tall shoes to follow. So give them a word or two why it's okay to follow you.
All right, so the word I have for you is it's okay. I can say being Mr. Romulus, you will have some haters in that staff. Hey, that's
Wait, did you say on the staff?
No.
Oh,
Haters,
I was
you
like,
have some
okay, right.
haters.
Oh, absolutely,
Haters.
man.
And that's okay. But as long as you keep the mindset of I'm doing this for a good cause, like this title was very important, just do that. Don't let people down you for having the title of Mr. Romulus or Mrs. Romulus. That is a huge thing, huge thing. And even though people love Mr. Romulus, they love it. Don't let that. I feel like sometimes it can be stressful. Don't let it stress you out. Don't let it stress you out. If you can't
Feeling
make
like
an
you
event,
got to be perfect or
if
something.
you can't
like-
make an event, you can't make the event. If you miss an assignment, you miss an assignment. Like nobody's perfect. Like I for sure has some missing assignments. Like Dr. Nelson, I know. You can ask Dr. Nelson. But
Shout out to Dr. Nelson.
But it's okay. Like nobody's perfect. And that's that. Don't try to be perfect.
And I'm glad you said that because there was the Pumpkin Fest this weekend, and then I get a call on Sunday. Somebody was like, "Oh, the superintendent wasn't even here. He didn't come to this." I have a life too. I mean, I have a life. I have a family. There are other things. That have other commitments. There are things. When you get a position and a title, don't let you get some money behind it. Then everybody thinks that they kind of own you and can kind of tell you what to do and how to live your life. And you're going to make bad decisions. I've made bad choices in my life. Hopefully they are not as prevalent as they used to be. But I can't be everywhere. I can't be everything to everybody either. And yes, you are right. And you found out in such a short period of time that you get a title, man, people hate on you for no other reason that you're making good money or because you have a nice car or because you're educated or your lady looks good or your girlfriend looks good or your boyfriend looks. It's just so much haters. But like you said, you can get through that. You got to love yourself and, get your iron from a good source because iron sharpens iron. I know where when I'm feeling badly or something, I know which people I can contact, particularly my parents, but my dad's 90, my mom's 86, but I have friends that make a difference. I even have students that I talk to that when I go in the building, I look for you, man, because when I see you, I know that we have synergy together. Your energy and my energy, synergy. And I just love you like you're my son, man. We're going to close this out in about 2 minutes or so, but I know you're passionate about student mental health. I'm very aware of that. Why is this cause so important to you? And could you tell me about Wisdom Minds? I believe that's something that you put together.
Favorite topic, right? All right.
So sorry I waited to the end to talk about that.
No, you're okay. You're okay. So one reason why mental health is important to me, because I saw it was a huge shortage when it came to dealing with mental health issues. Like mental health issues were just tossed in the back. Like you didn't really see about it. But now you're starting to see that mental health is being brought up in television shows, work environments, like workplaces. They offer mental health resources and things like that. And coming from someone that suffers from mental health issues, I don't really care. I suffer from depression and anxiety.
It's okay.
So seeing that people are struggling, it kind of hurt me a little bit. It was like, I have to do something about this. So I created Wisdom Minds my 10th grade year with the social worker at the school, Mr. Tucker. We've been going strong ever since then. We're going to start our first meeting. Is going to be the first week of October. Not sure the day yet. We got to figure it out. We're going to figure that out on Wednesday. So I'm going to get that together. But just mental health in general, is so many people that are struggling and you don't even know. You don't know what someone goes through. Like people come to school, that's their safe place, and when they go home, they're miserable. Or you just don't know. So me, I felt like that was my calling to chase mental health. Like this is my passion. Like I'm on a youth council with Detroit Wayne Integrated Health Network. We meet every month, and we just talk about the mental health resources and things like that, like how mental health is changing, how there's more resources and things like that.
Do you think there's still a stigma about anybody, particularly, I want to say particularly men, I think sometimes suffer from the stigma of mental health or emotional health. So you want to talk a little bit about that? Not necessarily men, but do you think there's still the stigma
I
of?
for sure think there's a stigma when it comes to mental health. Like 3 months ago, I had someone tell me, "Oh, nobody really cares about mental health," and I'm like, "You're wrong. You're wrong because you've been seeing mental health been rising. You've been hearing about it more and more over the years." But there is a huge stigma, especially when it comes to males. Males feel like they have to be strong and they can't express themselves because of how they grew up or how the generation taught them. But that's not true. Because when you hold in so much pain, how can I say this? When you hold in so much pain, it has to come out eventually.
It'll manifest itself.
So no matter, you don't know what that looks like. So get help. Go see a therapist or do what you need to better your mental health. And that even at your job, like a lot of people are workaholics. Being a workaholic can mess with your mental health. So make sure you take the breaks. Make sure you go on that vacation. Just don't let yourself suffer trying to help other people. Help yourself first before you help other people.
All right. So in closing, tell us a little bit. I'm new to Romulus High School, or maybe even the middle school, but we'll say the high school. And I hear, hey, there's a group called Wisdom Minds. Talk to us about what do you do? You and Mr. Tucker do what?
So
What do you
Mr.
do?
Tucker, basically, we meet. Well, the days have changed, but we used to meet every Monday and Friday during A and B lunch. But now we're gonna switch it to We're gonna switch it to just Wednesday and once every like 2 weeks. So we'll skip a week then come back. We sit and we have discussions about mental health. Like we talk about what depression is, how to cope with anxiety, how to handle your boundaries with school and home. This year we're gonna start something new. We're gonna have journals. We're gonna have some journals, and the first 5 minutes we're gonna just have what you're gonna write in the journal. How are we feeling? And it's for you to keep. If you want to talk to Mr. Tucker, you can. But just for you to allow you to express your emotions, even if it is for just 30 minutes.
An outlet.
An outlet basically. You get to relieve any stress that you're feeling. No judgment, anything. There's no judgment, safe space. And then you'll learn a little bit more about me when it comes to mental health and my mental health experiences as well.
Well, I'm glad that you put that out. That's very vulnerable of you because you are this somewhat of a big personality. So people would assume he doesn't have any problems. So I appreciate you putting that out. So lastly, why should somebody come to Romulus Community Schools? Okay. Pitch that for us, Mr. Romulus, and then we close this out.
Why you should come to the R? I feel like Romulus is a community where everybody is still connected. You got alumni who still come to games. You have parents who still participate in school events who they don't have people in a district. I feel like you become a family. And becoming a family is more important than just going to a school and just never coming back. Like you can be going for 5 years and can call up the school district, hey, we're more than welcome to help. We're more than welcome to have you at the school event. So just to see that a lot of people from Romulus, they come back and help in the community, whether that's working in the community, giving donations or things like that. I like to see that.
Couldn't I do that at Summit? I mean, you said Romulus is the community, so
can you do that at Summit?
Why should you?
I don't know.
Right, okay.
I don't know what you can do over there, but over here we're family. So being a family is very important, and not to just see that you just have teachers with titles who don't care about you. You have teachers who care about you. You have principals, everybody in the district that care for you, and you don't see that. You don't really see that a lot. So to see that you have a community in a school community who cares about you, that's dope. That's what I like about the district. So,
right. Listen, I appreciate you. I said when I was thinking about guests, I was like, I have to have you on there because you've been just a great model, period. And I just really appreciate you. Love you like you're my son, and I mean that. I'd do anything for you. Just really appreciate who you are, watching you mature and making the decisions that you make. Whatever you choose, listen, if you put your mind to it, you can be successful doing whatever. It doesn't require a college degree. Did it work for me? Yes. It may not work for the next person. They might not be passionate about that. But I hope that we provide opportunities for students to see that whatever they want to be, that we can help them get there. But they have to actually do a lot of the work too. So thank you so much, and I'll be seeing you throughout schools, young brother.
You'll see me around.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we're going to get together this week. I think we get the applications starting this week. And make sure you go on out there, tell the students, the juniors, to go on out there and put themselves out there, and we're going to select Mr. and Miss Romulus. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Have a great day.
You too, Doctor.
Thank you, man.